Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, back with another game update overview for The Sims 4, this time for October 11th, 2022. We do have a few noteworthy things in this update, so without further ado, let's get right into it. First off, we have a new trait, which is awesome. I'm really glad that we finally have another trait in the base game, and this is Loyal. Loyal Sims value their relationships and fully commit to them, whether they are friendship, romance, or even work. They avoid lying and cheating because their loved one's trust is very important to them. There's even a new animation for this one when you select this trait, because sometimes they do recycle the animations, but yeah, love having more of these, especially for when I'm doing my YouTube thumbnails. I wonder how impactful this trait actually is though, because I see complaints pretty often about how Sims in The Sims 4, even with different traits, they often act too similar. I didn't see any exclusive social interactions, and I'm not sure if they put in any new wants for this trait either. Next we have 3 creative sim items themed around the shocking return of Emily from The Sims Mobile. She was the NPC for the Llama Zoom feature that used to be in that game, but now she's in The Sims 4, and she brought a new hairstyle, shirt, and glasses. So the new hairstyle I really like. It is pretty cute. Though I do wish there was a version without all the accessories on it. Maybe even by the time this video is up, a custom content creator's already done that. But still, it'd be nice if we had that officially. I don't have much to say about the glasses. I mean, I guess they look nice and do come in a decent variety of colors. And the new shirt, I don't know how often I'll use it, but I feel you'll probably use it most if you have Get to Work, because it would make a lot of sense as a retail uniform. In Creative Sim, we also have a few new tattoos. One cowplant themed tattoo for each thigh, which is interesting. I do love the designs on these, and they do come in some interesting color swatches too. In addition, there are 3 new Plumb Bob themed tattoos, one that goes on the upper back, and 2 that go on the inner left forearm. They're all very pretty, I like them a lot. I just wish we had the filtering system that we have for other items already. It's so strange that we don't have them for tattoos, so I could easily just filter these new tattoos by selecting the base game and that's it. Next up is something that was not actually mentioned in the patch notes. They've made a couple of changes to the world menu. They updated the icons for Willow Creek, Oasis Springs, and Newcrest. Newcrest especially, I think, looks nicer than it did before. So I guess it makes sense that they're doing that for the players who are about to start playing The Sims 4 when it goes free to play. Also, when you hover over any of the worlds that you have in the menu, it gives you a brief description of that world. It's actually the exact same one that you can see in the map view if you happen to go out of your way to view it. Nice little changes for sure. I do like how you can see these descriptions a lot more easily. And I also hope that they update a couple of the other world icons, because especially Brightchester and Evergreen Harbor, I find personally are very easy to mix up. They're right beside each other and use very similar color palettes, so I sometimes second guess myself as to whether I'm about to hover over the correct icon. Now it's time to talk more about Emily again. It's not just her clothing that was added to Create a Sim, she is an actual help feature now. She even appeared in this world select screen, recommending to check out Willow Creek or Oasis Springs. I know just before Get Famous, we did in a free update to get a whole tutorial mode with some exclusive aspirations to help you get into the game, so I'm not sure if Emily has entirely replaced that tutorial or if both of these features are in the game now. But basically, when you go into different modes such as Live mode, you'll have this prompt saying, Emily is here to help, and would you like to view this tutorial, basically. And in the case of Live mode, you'll receive a special gift. I got 5,000 simoleons, which is, wow, that's quite a few simoleons. That could help pay the bills for a bit. Again, another feature that makes sense to go alongside the game going free to play very soon. And don't worry, you can actually turn this Emily feature off, because if you go into the options menu under tutorial and tips, if you uncheck enable guidance system, then she won't appear. You can even get rid of the help center icon that appears in the top right corner if you'd like. In addition to bringing over Emily, they did update the lessons menu, so it does look a bit different, and they've rewritten some of the text too, and they intend on rewriting some of the stuff for packs in the future. So if you do want to get some quick tips without leaving the game, then you can just go through this menu, and it's a little easier to access since you can just click on the Emily icon and go to the lessons menu from there. One last new item to show off is in build mode, which is the perfect Plumb Bob ceiling fan costing 75 simoleons, and comes in a pretty great variety of colors. It is quite funny though, I don't know, just the impression it gives me is it's like as if the Plumb Bob was concealing these deadly blades, and then it just opens up to reveal them, and then the blades start spitting. I don't know, I feel like I've seen something like that in a movie before, even though these ceiling fans can't actually kill your Sims. But yeah, some pretty cool colors going on there. One of them even reminds me of The Sims Medieval a bit. Yeah, that one. And yeah, pretty nice actually. And it'll be interesting to see this probably show up in future builds that will be included with whatever world we get next. A couple of other changes include UI scaling being finally available for console players, and with the gallery connection, it works differently now because before, when you start the game, the gallery would auto-connect, but now you just have to connect to the gallery on demand, and then you will have that connection remain for a period of time without having to reconnect. I found that before this update came out, I often had to connect on demand anyways. If I didn't get on the gallery like right away, then it would tell me that I had to connect, so personally this change doesn't really affect me much. We did get some bug fixes. Most of them were already listed on that laundry list that we got the other week, but there are more than that, especially with werewolves. They fixed quite a few things there, and turns out it wasn't only the secret lab doors that they were eating that they shouldn't be, because they could also eat space rockets, dolphins, the mother plant pit, and high school whiteboards. Like, you just imagine a werewolf going to school and be like, I don't want to go to class today, and just eats the whiteboard and then nobody has class. Or just doing the whole Strangerville storyline and you're amping up for this big boss fight. You have this whole team assembled and everything, and then you just have your werewolf walk right up to the mother and just outright eat her right away, as if the werewolf was Kirby. Also, Sims won't be able to use the cursed bite on Bonehilda anymore, so that's a plus, I guess. So overall, a decent update. It doesn't blow me away, but very cool that we finally have another trait available for everyone, and that the game, I guess, will be a bit easier to get into for new players, even though we already had a tutorial before. It would have been cool if they included a new world for the base game that actually had lots and brand new families to help mix things up, but maybe that's something they'll announce at Sim Summit next week. Honestly, I'm a little surprised we got the update this week. I was fully expecting us to get an update on the 18th, unless that still happens too, but that seems pretty soon after this update. Feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think about this free update? And be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!